it is I, pompous bohemian. With the hipster gone in the Myst worlds, I can now do what I want, which is to talk about the Myst clones. Yes, let us continue the games lost in the mists of time. We have a very special episode. Wait, what is that in the distance?
I am going to get you for this! You have no idea what you put me through!
There. I might have deserved that.
These adventures went for way too long. I need a break from them.
Why don't we cover the Myst clones instead? We could take a break with the Myst games.
Sure. Do you have any games in mind?
I've got just the thing. But I hope that this won't piss you off. Why, maybe you should cover the game Pyst, a parody of Myst.
Are you serious?
Why, of course, I'm not joking. You could take a break with the Myst games and start with a Myst clone that is a parody of Myst. Why, it is just logical to do.
Oh, God. This series is going to be torture, isn't it?
Do not worry. You can beat this in under an hour. You'll see.
Ah, yes. Myst clones. I will definitely get back to the Myst series eventually. It was just such an adventure that I needed a change of pace. This is a collaboration with Peter Bergman and Parroty Interactive. What? There's a murder case? Oh, never mind, that's two N's. Wrong Peter Bergman, did a typo. Peter Bergman was the founder of the Firesign Theater, who were a sort of comedy troupe. They had their own radio station called Radio Free Oz. Pretty much the only clips I could find was an interview with Tim Buckley out of all musicians.
Bergman? Tim Buckley? Why, this is perfect for someone pompous like me.
This was initially going to involve another member named Proctor, at least according to a YouTube comment, but the backers dropped out when they realized how expensive this was going to be. As for Parroty Interactive, they're known for making novelty, I guess you can call them games. They made Star Warped, The X-Fools, Microshaft Wimblows 98, and a cancelled parody of Riven called Driven. So, is this a Myst clone worth trying, or did it just piss me off? Stay tuned to find out.
Who's that pointing and clicking his way to internet fame? You might be a little too cool for your mainstream kind of games, but if you like retro consoles and obscure PC stuff, then you might just be hip enough for this pretentious hipster.
First off, this is the intro of the game, specifically Parroty Interactive.
Parody Interactive.
Yeah, this is a rough start. It begins with this intro, which is quite similar, but then you see this. At this part, I realized that the background of this game did have potential, in theory. Basically, tons of people like yourself found themselves in the same situation. Millions of people ended up on this age, but it has been vandalized by everyone, completely trashed. There's a corporation in there named Octoplex that wants to revamp the place as well, and there will eventually be some royalty in this too. You see it right in the setup. You see that the places are completely ravaged, with tons of interactions that you can do. They are, well, pretty bad gags.
Known Productions, in association with Brand Loyalty, presents Be Scared or Be Squared, a Pyst post-punk rave featuring Puss, Maidenfur, and Gallows! No one admitted without a nose ring!
At the very least, most of them do have voice acting, so it does provide some sense of immersion. They did have one gag that kind of worked. Secret door. Duh. I then kept trying to click on it. Turns out, it doesn't work. I then realized how bad this was going to be. This isn't like the age itself in Myst. Hell, it's hardly even a game. How is the navigation system in this? Well, you see the borders as in the shape of a postcard. You can turn it around, for example, and you see some writings written by someone with some dialogue that you can hear.
Agnes Underbluff, Gardenia Circle Rest Camp, Suspension, Missouri. Dear Agnes, I am revolted and shocked by the depravity of this dreadful island. I was told by the nice man at the computer store that this was a reservoir of classic values. It's a reservoir, all right. Coming home, Aunt Hattie.
This does give a hint about how the navigation is. Each section of the island is a postcard. You simply click on the right end to move to the next area, or I guess postcard. The next area is that secret door. So yes, you gotta click to the right to move to an area to the left. How confusing is that? At this point, is this even a game? Or just interactive images, closer to something like multimedia? This hardly provides any escapism because of this, which is one of the big reasons why people love the first Myst game. At least in the secret door screen there are some setups of a plot. As you can see, the royal family.
Hi there. I'm the prince formerly known as Prince, and welcome to my island. Think of me as your host. I'm a lot like Mr. Rourke on Fantasy Island, only taller and less Latin. If you need anything, and I mean anything, don't hesitate to come back and ask. I'm always looking to make new friends and have a good time. I've seen some places on this island that you would not believe.
Oh wait.
Hello there! I'm King Mattress, ruler of Pyst, and I know who you are. All the world's a game, and you're a pest. No, player, and all the players merely pests. As long as you're here, take the tour. No, take the tour, but don't steal anything. Yes, that's it.
Is that John Goodman? Well, that's a surprise. I guess the best I could do for now is show some more of the oh-so-funny interactions.
It's double feature week at the Pystplex. Tonight, it's Life on the Edge in Power.
How's the family? It's going into turnaround, and Astrid wants custody of the child.
Astrid wants Solly?
No, George. Solly's out of Margot, my second one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Astrid wants custody of my inner child, the child within.
That's new.
And Pyst 2001, where sex and science meet and nothing happens.
You can't deceive me.
Oh, yes, I can.
You've taken one as a lover, haven't you?
Oh, Clark, not just one. Goodbye.
Both films rated XXX The Unknown. No one admitted without a disguise.
What do you want to do, Carl?
And go down by the clock tower and skip stone.
I don't know.
Well, what do you want to do, Rose?
Go bird watching on the dock.
All the birds are dead.
Right. Oh, we could go to the reactor and watch things mutate.
That's pretty scientific. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, shut up, kid. Tell you what, sweetie, let's watch some TV, then we'll decide.
Okay.
There were moments that I even got tired of ignoring the bad gags. I mean, I saw this and realized, oh great, I have to click on all the astrological signs. Totally fun. Looking at the library is when the first huge disappointment came in. Where are the red and blue books? They could have done so much with this. This shows how short this review is going to be. It's just going to the next postcard, seeing what it says in the front, the item interactions, and the back of the postcard. Seeing a bunch of jokes, that's it. Want to hear what the worst part about it is? I mean, weren't there, more ages to visit? In here, you are just stuck on this main age. I know it's a meme that people weren't able to pass that age and were stuck in this, but shouldn't the parody go more in depth than that?
Why, I guess you can say, but this is an age that won't take ages.
I guess that made sense, but come on, man, that's just a terrible joke. Yeah, I'll shut up. At the garden, there is at least one thing that seemed impressive on a technical level. The Mumbo Jumbotron. You've got quite a few gags here showing various people in TV channels. Granted, some of the jokes are, well, this.
Hello, players! I'm your Pyst consumer watchdog, and I'm rough on bogus business. Nowadays, when you shop, you cannot be too careful when it comes to carefulness. I'm the expert, and even I get taken! Why, just the other day, I picked up this pack of potato chips at the Pyst snack shop. Brought it to a party, opened it up, and snakes! It doesn't say anything on the can about snakes. Now, let's talk about lampshade.
But it's still cool to see that there are some parts where the effort shows. The next huge disappointment is when you reach the areas near the back. Remember how they had puzzles here? Yep, no puzzles at all. It's again just more postcards to interact with. The last area is in the cabin, which here is called the Love Cabin. How does this game end? Just with this.
Ah, that's much better. It's very stressful being the king of pain. No, the king of the game? Yes, I am the king of the game, and I have many secrets. For instance, I could show you a whole other side of Pyst Island that you've never experienced. Yes, no, yes, you haven't. And you won't, because I'm saving it for the sequel. Aren't hot tubs wonderful? I can sit here and enjoy the fact that you'll be leaving soon. No, very soon. No, now. Bye.
They didn't even have a cool conclusion for this. It got more confusing looking at the menu here. You could see the behind the scenes. First off, so many people love these jokes. That's confusing. But the strangest part is that you could see how much effort is being put into it. But in the final product, it doesn't really show it at all. Looking at the critic reviews, it seems that Entertainment Weekly loved it, and I can kind of see why, as this was a budget title of $15. At the same time, Game Revolution, although a retrospective review to be fair, called it the worst game they have ever played. I'm ignoring the jokes when talking about this, but this legit looks like they didn't really play the game for more than 5 minutes. They could have, actually made a game out of this. Instead of having an overload of gags, it could have been more interspersed, and you have to travel to those few ages and perhaps having some puzzles. I guess the statement was that everyone who got trapped on that age couldn't make it to any of those other ages, but I think I might be looking too deep into it. Now, from what I can tell, many Myst clones actually aren't really clones. I guess it's kind of like how everything is being called Metroidvania now. Back then, they called everything that's a first-person adventure game a Myst clone. So, I have an idea of implementing some metrics. So, what defines a Myst clone? I believe there are these factors. 1. It's in first person. 2. There's little to no inventory. 3. A lack of commands except for just interacting. 4. There's no protagonist. You are the protagonist. 5. There's an emphasis on atmosphere and isolation. 6. The plot. I do think there is some stuff like you filling in the blanks for yourself, or finding books or something for you to figure it out. And 7. There are logic-based puzzles. I have created a scoring system for this, a score of 1 to 5. 1 is Cirrus, 2 is Akanar, 3 is Yisha, 4 is Catherine, and 5 is Atris. Number 1, well, this is first person, so I give it an Atris.
Keep moving it to the right.
2, no inventory at all in this. Once again, an Atris.
Keep moving it to the right.
3, all you do is interacting. I give it an Atris.
Keep moving it to the right.
4, you are the protagonist. An Atris.
Keep moving it to the right.
5, I guess it accomplishes that, but it's a terrible atmosphere. So, I'll give it a Catherine.
Breathtaking, isn't it?
6, plot. I'll give it a Yisha, as you were given plots in the postcards, which are a lot more accessible than finding it yourself, but still.
Come on.
7, there are no puzzles in this at all, so I give it half a Cirrus.
Oh, yes!
So, I would count this as a Myst clone, which was a bit obvious. For the game itself, avoid it at all costs.
Why, I hope the audience liked this. Maybe they needed a break from the Myst games, but I hope that we won't miss them. But for now, da-da-da.